So here I am sitting on fence 32, the last fence at Burghley on the cross country. I'm not riding this year and I'm thinking what the competitors are going to be feeling like coming up to go around this course at Burghley. You know, the nerves are going to be there, they're going to be absolutely up to 90, just wondering what's going to be in front of them. It looks the most fantastic course this year. There's a lot of Olympic fences, which is great to see. The first major combination is Lord Burghley's hurdles through the main arena. You know, that's going to take a lot of control and a lot of time up into the first couple of minutes of the course, and then down into Discovery Valley. You know, there's a lot to jump in both ways through Discovery Valley. The horses are going to need to be on the ball right from the start. We then go up through the leaf pit. Again, is a really good exercise. There's fences where they're jumping into space. There's a lot for them to see. You've got to remember there's got to be crowd, there's going to be a lot of excitement around the place. It's just going to be awesome. So after the Discovery Valley, there's a few lit up fences, and then it's pretty much straight into the trout hatchery. I think getting into the trout hatchery is going to be the big question there. The most beautiful fence has been built right the way through. Some good lines that they've put in there, and I think it's going to be quite a trick to get through these fences safely. So they're going to jump in over the log, and it's a nice big drop down, a good distance up to the bank, and again another defence which draws you in but just gives you that last opportunity just to sneak out the side. You really wouldn't want a horse that drops a leg on these fences because they are quite stiff. It's a very good fence. We then come on to the maltings, which I think is going to actually ride really well. It's a bounce of hedges going up the hill, 4 strides to a corner. It's an attacking fence, and I think it's not going to take you out of your rhythm too much. It's going to be good. And then we come to the Rolex combination, you know, angle to a ditch to a corner, you know, huge fences to be jumped there. It's going to take some jumping. Then we come on to the Land Rover Dairy Farm. I think it's going to be quite a hard turn back onto fence 20. You know, the horses are going to be tired, they're going to be a wee bit off their legs, and I think it's a little bit unforgiving. It's probably my least favourite fence on the course. Then we've got the Cottesmore Leap, which, you know, for a horse that's done Burghley a few times is a bit of an open ditch, but to a horse that hasn't done Burghley, it's huge. You can get the most amazing jumps over this and some pretty good pictures as well. Then we've got capabilities cutting on a fresh horse or one that's still got petrol in the tank. It's going to be not a problem. I think if you've got one that's a wee bit shorter diesel, you're going to be pushing up the hill to the parallel. Next we've got the anniversary splash. We've got the brush into the water and the brush up onto the island, and coming out of the water is the goose, which is on a bit of a turn. I think the turn's actually going to help the horses pick up a little bit of momentum. Then we're coming up to Lion Bridge. There's 2 boats either side of the arch, a bit of a related distance. The water's going to be quite testing for them in there, but I think, you know, you're nearly home, and I think from there you're just going to be kicking. And then here we are at the Land Rover finale. You'll be very pleased to get over this fence and through the finish.